Well, joining us now is our KXAN legal expert, Mindy Montford, a defense attorney in Austin and former assistant district attorney for Travis and Harris counties. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Obviously, we saw right there are so many layers to this case. We hear that Tuesday, 3 of the men, Steve Yassine, Edgar Orsini, and Nazar Hakiki, will have a court hearing. They're hoping the judge will reconsider bond. The judge overseeing this case, Sam Sparks. What do you know about him, and how do you see this case proceeding from here?
Well, Judge Sparks is very well respected. He's definitely knows what he's doing, and you don't want to cross them. So if he is in fact going to hold that hearing, they're going to have to really come up with some good arguments as to why these individuals are entitled to bond. And with the amount of evidence we've seen that's already sort of piling in, I think the number one thing they're going to say is that we're not sure that they're going to return to court. We cannot be sure that they're going to come back to court, that there's not a future danger to the community, and that might keep them in jail.
Sure, and we know there has to be some damning evidence against them because this was a sting operation that dates back 5 years. It involved the FBI, Austin Police Department, and the IRS. How strong do you see the prosecutor's case being, and what are these people looking at if they are found guilty?
You know, Brian, it is something out of the wire. It seems like, you know, locally here, our own wire. But you have all these entities involved, the comptrollers involved, the FBI, you've got local police, the amount of organization that had to go into that raid, and they raided several places at the same time, removing box after box. So this is something that I believe was probably, you know, considered for quite a long time. We don't know how they first got the charges. Was it, you know, a disgruntled employee? Was it a sting operation, as you said? I'm sure we're going to see some things such as wiretap involved. I mean, who knows? That the federal government has so many resources at its fingertips that these cases, they don't charge them lightly, they don't investigate them lightly, and they don't sentence them lightly.
Right, and obviously their businesses have been shut down downtown. They leased 8 different club spaces downtown. What happens to those spaces? Are other people able to move in or not?
That remains to be seen because they were renters. It sounds like they didn't own the buildings. But the government is definitely going to go after any assets that these individuals had that were used to further the crime or that were the proceeds of the crime. That all is subject to seizure. And I'm assuming that you're going to have a lot of different cooperation from different defendants at different levels. They're going to try to get the higher people that were in the conspiracy and the charges. And then you're going to probably have some forfeiture as part of a plea bargain.
Okay. Thank you so much. We hope we can get you to stick around for one more Q&A with us later this morning. Thank you, Mindy Montford.